Did you know that this is the L2C Media Network? It's 10:14 Eastern Time. Welcome to the L2C Media Network. How'd Steve do last night? Well, the second time, the second time wasn't so bad. Unlike over in Pennsylvania, I don't know how they took with Deborah, but it was fine. It was fine and dandy. I mean, those two just really click. Bizarre that may seem. Anyway, glad Steve's back. Glad we're going to attempt to get rid of the little pains in the tuchuses. You know, Steve doesn't have any place to sleep. Hey, yes, I do, but I'm not going to say what. What are you going to do? Where's your air mattress? It's in my room. I will get it when the time comes. Okay, guys? We got a show to do. Let's rock it. Okay. Live from the Tom O'Neill Memorial Broadcast Studios inside the lovely Park Forest apartment complex in the boonies of Jackson, Michigan. The L2C Media Network presents Steve Sporty Balls. And now, here he is. Thank God there's only one of them. Steve the Baxman Baxel. And how are you tonight, folks? Really? We're really like this. Thank you. How are you, everybody? Welcome back to paradise. If this is truly paradise, then yeah, I got to get the corporate emblem. There we go. If this is truly paradise, I don't know what isn't. Big hello to Matt, Ed, and Eddie. Greetings to everyone. Greetings, volunteers. Let's see. Do we have? Oh, good. We go. Hey, 1% is not bad. So we're gonna do our best with low wattage, but then again, life is low wattage. I gotta show you this because this is going to be very important next week. Well, actually, this coming week. This is the order that I got when I returned this evening. I am going to be getting, let's see, Tuesday, the 4th of June, from 10 to 4 p.m., my home will be treated for those dangerous little fucks known as bed bugs. And I have did what they have said. I have followed the rules to the letter. By the way, one watch says 10:18. One watch says, hey, we're on 2 minutes fast. Anyway, we're happy to be here. And I want to thank the folks at Travelodge by Wyndham in Lansing for housing us for the nightcation that we all needed. Thanks to my cousin for suggesting it because, folks, when you clean something up and you do not sleep, that bugs your body. And my body was just in need of a little bit of saner sleep. So I got that tonight, or not tonight. I got it last night in Lansing. Thank you. First of all, the one thing it says, thank you, first of all, to Travelodge. It was fun. Anyway, one thing it says, and here's some of the rules they got here for you, for people. Now, if you get this problem, okay, you just saw one on live television or live internet vision. It says here, uh, it says if you have not properly prepared your home at the time of service, we will not execute a treatment. If you need to cancel a service, you must call your property manager to do so, and we require a 24-hour notice. If you fail to properly prepare or cancel a service within 24 hours, you'll be charged a $50 service fee. Okay, continuing. The nature of our treatment entails multiple visits with the intention of treating and or inspecting your home. Your leasing office will contact you to inform you of follow-up dates. Unless you are told otherwise, please plan on the follow-up dates being full treatments that require complete preparation, as every situation is different and it may take multiple treatments to eliminate 100% of the population. All self-treating must stop immediately. You may use a light spray of rubbing alcohol, 90% or more, between treatments and on non-cloth items. Then it goes to explain Pestini utilizes extreme heat in the form of steam to successfully control and eliminate bed bug populations. This heat is applied in conjunction with the application of specific substances that we use as a partner to contain and eliminate the infestation. Please follow the following instructions to the best of your ability, which I have done. And what are those instructions, dear people? I'm glad you're here. I know we talk sports, we also talk entertainment. So, and my personal life. I have no, my life is an open book. Anyway, so here it is. It is important that you not remove anything from your home unless it is deemed untreatable by Pestini. Items that are subject to inspection and treatment include, but are not limited to, mattresses. I only have an air mattress. Box spring, I don't have those. Couches, don't have one. Chairs. Playpens, items stored under or next to the bed. Luggage, furniture, don't have furniture. The only luggage I have is for my video equipment and laptop. Should have had that last night. What else? Furniture, books, and clothing. Those are already strapped into their own little sealable bags and put up. Everything is going good. Okay. Picture frames, clocks, posters, or hanging objects in target rooms. All dresser and nightstand drawers, I don't have neither. Should be emptied, and all items except electronics cleared from the top. Old bedding pillows, stuffed animals, and clothing must be run through a hot dryer for 1 hour and placed in sealed plastic bags, which you will not reopen during the approximate 4 weeks of treatment. It is best to separate out 1 to 2 weeks of clothing per person that you can rewash each time we visit. This will make your life much easier for the remaining course of treatment. Suitcases must be emptied, as they may also need to be treated. I don't have suitcases. All cloth items must be put in the dryer for 1 hour to sterilize them. If using a common laundry room or laundromat, take clean bags with you to place clothing when it comes out of the dryer. Throw away the original bags, as they're probably contaminated with bed bugs. I think that's what I do. Gosh, dog, better do it. No, I did that. I tossed them away over at the laundromat. All non-furniture items and bags of clothing must be removed from the floor throughout the home and placed in either the kitchen or bathroom on the day of treatment. Well, as you can see by our little live shot, I think I did a good job, don't you? Whoops. So there you go. Or bathroom on the day of treatment. Please note that furniture will be carefully maneuvered in your home, and Pestini is not responsible for any damages. Okay, that's okay. Your box spring and or couch may have the dust cover removed by the Pestini technician for further inspection and or treatment. This cover will not be replaced. I don't have a couch. I have this. I have a recliner. Okay. This one, no problem. Let's see. All pets must be removed from the home during the entire service. Likewise, residents must leave the home as well. You must stay out of the home during treatment and for at least 3 hours following treatment. Ventilation of all rooms is recommended prior to returning. You might find a white powdery substance when you return home after a treatment. This white substance is called silica dust and can be cleaned off surfaces you contact. Once you're totally prepared for service, you must vacuum the entire home thoroughly. If using a bagless vacuum, please empty contents into a sealable bag immediately after vacuuming. Using a bag vacuum, you should remove the entire bag and place in a sealable bag immediately after vacuuming. So there you go. There are the rules. I've asked for some clarifications, but there you go. Some of the rules. Some of the rules for this fun little thing they're going to do for 4 weeks. And I've got enough clothing that I will be handling things with tender, loving care. Yes, I will, with tender, loving care. Oh, icky ick. Anyway, so I thought I'd bring you up to date on Pest Genie, folks. And hey, Pest Genie. There you go. You can't see it, but there it is. Pest Genie. They're from Troy, Michigan. And Pest Genie, you just got your plug. If you do good, maybe we talk sponsor. Okay. Enough of this Soylent Green shit. Anyway, excuse me if I'm not, personally resplendent today, but last night, like I said, I went to Lansing with cousin Deborah and the Wyndham folks. Nice travel lodge there. Tried to go to sleep, finally did. And everything is hunky dory. Went and had brunch at the Cracker Barrel. Very nice waitress we had. And yes, very nice waitress we had. Very nice, very beautiful, from Texas. But I just gotta say it. She served us some good stuff. The hash brown casserole was delish. The macaroni and cheese, that was amazing. The meatloaf, oh God, fell apart. It was dynamite. So that's what I ate. So to our waitress, thank you very much. You served us well. We love the hell out of you. Okay. Anyway, wow. Oh yeah. I don't know what else to do, folks. This weekend, I'm staying home. I might go get some free food at the Lutheran Church, but beyond that, I'm staying home. I figure I'm going to sleep as much as I can tomorrow after getting some food. Beyond that, it's going to be pickles. No, well, I don't know. But I'm going to rest tomorrow and on Sunday. Sunday, I'll take a look further. Saturday, I might do some more laundry, but here at Park Forest. I will let you all know tomorrow, and I'm going to try to ask one of the people if I can interview them for my sportscast. Maybe they can tell me what it is they are doing, and just I'm going to see if I can't get an interview with one of the folks from Pest Genie, and they can explain what they got to do here, and hopefully they can answer some of my questions, because I know a lot of people have some questions about that world of pest control. Anyway, shall we get on with this little menage of sports? By the way, I finally got me some trail mix to last me probably 2 months. So I'm going to be okay. I got to start exercising anyway this week. So I might just put my bed here. Oh yeah, that'd be wonderful. Be attacked by bed bugs. No, I'll take my chances in my room. Can you forgive me for a moment? Just forgive me. We'll get to the sports in a moment. We're doing a full hour. We may go beyond, but I just got to check something in the chalet room. Hey, this won't take long. Okay, found my air mattress, so I'm going to be sleeping in my room tonight, but I'm going to keep the TV on. The TV has Spotify. If you haven't seen it, here it is. Just let me. Yep, that is where. Mhm. Once again, I don't have furniture per se. Okay, I just got boxes, and there you see a. Can I show them one more time, please? Yeah. Okay, just give me this. That is one of the totes, and it is literally holding up the TV along with the box that my vacuum cleaner came in from Bissell. So there you go. Oops. Hi. There we go. So there you go. We've been on the air for 17 minutes. I know it's 10:32 and you're expecting a sportscast, not my life, but my life is my life. By the way, got some news I'm going to share with you all in December. So just keep in mind, December, some big news is happening here in the affecting this program. You won't believe where we will be going in 2025. I will let you know some of the details this December. We are planning. I just got to save my money up, and I am. So no one's going to borrow much, because what I'm doing is going to be something much incredible. And I'm only going to say this. If any of you from our area here in Jackson, Michigan, this is the only thing I'm going to say. Give you a little hint. If there's anybody watching us here in Jackson, Michigan, who are friends of mine on Facebook or here on YouTube, I need your help. I need to find an inexpensive, read my lips, inexpensive, professional place that does inexpensive tune-ups. Nothing expensive. I just want a nice little tune-up done on Fizz Giggity II, because she is a part of this very special event going to take place in 2025. That's all I'm going to say. So if anyone knows of anyone that does tune-ups that aren't a arm, a leg, a foot, and your firstborn, give me their name. I'll check them out, or Deborah will check them out, or we'll both check them out.
and I will promise them a mention here on our broadcast if they like it. If not, I'm going in the rickshaw business. Anyway, but again, yeah. Yes, tune up. I need somebody who's very inexpensive to tune up my car. That is the only thing I'm going to say. You're going to have to just wait till December. I'll give you the date that I will make this announcement. But December is a time I'm going to make it. I'll let you know the official announcement when we get to. I'll let you know the official announcement on Thanksgiving weekend or Thanksgiving week or just Thanksgiving. So please join us Thanksgiving night right here on the L2C Media Network. We will give you the exact date. The exact date of our big announcement. All I could say is it's a trip nobody will never forget. And neither will I. I will never forget where I'm going. But got to remember, December, official announcement. We'll give you all the dates. We'll give you the date and the time and everything else. On Thanksgiving Day, we'll give you the exact day of our announcement. And it's gonna be great. So with that said, let's rock it, folks, to our big news about a supposed boxing match that has now gone bye-bye. Hey, it's our second boxing bit of news we got for you, but here it is. I have to hold it like this. Does anyone know where I can get more of this film, this more of this protection for my tablet? If anyone does, please let me know. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, or you hit me up on TwitX at Lugnut6. Tell me where I can get, again, inexpensive little protection here. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Now we're going to talk about sports. The controversial but undoubtedly big money boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will not be happening July 20th as planned. The official Netflix X account, formerly Twitter, posted on Friday evening that the fight would be postponed to a later date after a recent Tyson medical issue. Tyson was, thank you, come on, don't be scared. Tyson was recently aboard a flight heading from Miami to Los Angeles when he required medical attention for what was reported as an ulcer flare-up. 30 minutes prior to the airplane landing, passengers on board were delayed 25 minutes once the plane landed. While Tyson claimed to be feeling 100%, even though I don't need to beat up Jake Paul, it turns out the medical issue was enough to force the fight to be postponed till a later date. Thank God. Come on, get back to the report. Come on. We're not doing baseball yet. Hey, there we go. Let's get you over here. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. So Mike Tyson can beat everything except an ulcer. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to us all. I feel good. Anyway, let's keep going here as I continue to fight our teleprompter. Come on, if you can get over there, we can do this. Okay, down, boys. Down, boys. Down. Down. Okay, do we need one more down? Yep, I think so. Yeah, let's keep going down so we can read this in tote. Mike Tyson said, and I'm using the quotes. Okay. Mike Tyson said in a Netflix article, Quote, I want to thank my fans around the world for their support and understanding during this time. Unfortunately, due to my ulcer flare up, I've been advised by my doctor to lighten my training for a few weeks to rest and recover. My body is in better overall shape than it has been since the 90s, and I will be back to my full training schedule soon. Jake Paul, this may have bought you some time, but in the end, you will still be knocked out and out of boxing for good. I appreciate everyone's patience. Can't wait to deliver an unforgettable performance later this year, end quote. Now, the idea of this fight has been very loudly criticized by many as Paul, the social media superstar turned boxer, is 30 years younger than the 57-year-old Tyson. Tyson looked great for his age in a 2020 exhibition fight against Roy Jones Jr., but he has not had a professional fight since a 2005 loss to Kevin McBride. Come on. Come on, don't do this. I can't tap dance. Now, while the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation allowed Paul versus Tyson, come on, okay, close there. Paul versus Tyson to move forward as an officially licensed professional bout. The fight is set to feature, okay, let's close the app so you can fix. Live television is amazing, even if it is the internet. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to pick out the phone. Where is the phone now? There it is. Okay. Got about 69 boots of power. So let's, when all else fails, use a phone. Oh, now you want to make up. Okay, let us get back to this. Yay! Although my screen's cracked. I can do this here. Let's see. While the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation I've already read that part. The fight is set to feature special rules, including 8 2-minute rounds rather than the standard 3-minute frames of professional boxing, 3-minute 12 rounds. Also, both boxers will wear 14-ounce gloves, which are larger than standard and thus will take power away from punches. Paul said, quote, I fully support postponing the event so Mike Tyson has no excuses come fight night. My fans know I don't want to face Iron Mike at anything but his best. But let there be no mistake, when he steps into the ring with me, I will be ready to claim my win with a sensational finish. Paul versus Tyson will be one for the ages, and I promise to bring my best for this once-in-a-lifetime matchup. End quote. The fight is planned to take place at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and will likely draw more attention and money than any boxing fight in recent memory. It will also be streamed live on Netflix. Duh. First time a boxing match will be shown on the streaming service. Well, of course, they are the home of Monday Night Raw beginning January of 2025. Ding. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get back to where we were instead of the ads. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Yes. Can we bend that just a bit because I'm over here. Good. Thank you. The Baltimore Orioles will be without 2 of their starting pitchers for the rest of the season. Lefty John Means and righty Tyler Wells will each undergo elbow surgery over the coming days, according to what top executive Mike Elias told reporters on Friday, including Roch Kubako of Mid-American Sports Network. Both pitchers have suffered damaged ulnar collateral ligaments through Elias, though Elias said it's not yet determined if they'll have Tommy John surgery. They will, or the alternative internal brace procedure. The 31-year-old Means has been limited in recent years because of repeated injury issues, most notably among those Tommy John surgery in 2022, as well as back and forearm woes since the start of the 2022 season. He's appeared in 10 games while compiling a 2.75 ERA and a 4.13 strikeout to walk ratio. Means is scheduled to become a free agent at season's end, making this a particular unfortunate development for him. The 29-year-old Wells is a former Rule 5 pick who has matured into a quality big league pitcher dating back to 2022. He started 46 of his 51 games while accumulating a 4.05 ERA and a 3.17 strikeout to walk ratio. Wells has been limited to just 3 starts this season, none more recent than April 12th. With Means and Wells both on the shelf for the foreseeable future, the Orioles will continue to turn to a rotation that includes Corbin Burnes, thank you, Kyle Bradish, Grayson Rodriguez, Cole Irvin, and Albert Suarez. Fellow starter Dean Kramer was recently placed on the IL with a strained tricep. The Orioles then figured to be in the market for a rotation help before the July 30th trade deadline. The Orioles entered tonight with a 35-19 record on the season, putting them in second place in the American League East, 2 games in back of the New York Yankees. Come Friday night, the Orioles will kick off a stretch that will see them play 11 consecutive games against either the Rays or the Blue Jays. Very interesting, yes. Hopefully you all woke up. Okay, well, this is fun. The Buffalo Bills have undergone more change this offseason than almost any other team in the National Football League. They parted ways with numerous stalwarts on both sides of the ball. And while the most notable of those was Stephon Diggs on the offensive side, the losses on defense were very significant as the team parted ways with Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Leonard Floyd, and Jordan Phillips, among others. The Bills obviously made plenty of additions to augment the losses, and now they have made another. But it's not one you'd expect. Oh, no, people. The Bills are signing former Olympic gold medalist Gable Stevenson to a 3-year rookie contract, his agent told the 4-letter network ESPN. Stevenson wrestled at the University of Minnesota, where he was a 2-time winner of the Dan Hodge Trophy, college wrestling's equivalent of the Heisman. He won the gold in freestyle wrestling at the 2020 Summer Olympics and returned to Minnesota, where he was named Big Ten Athlete of the Year in 2022 and won 2 national championships and 3 Big Ten titles during his career. 24-year-old who wrestled in the World Wrestling in the WWE from 2021 to 2024 before his release earlier this year, will play on the defensive line in Buffalo via ESPN. Said Stevenson in a statement, quote, "I've been fortunate to compete at the highest level of competition in my sport, but I am looking forward to the challenge of seeing how my wrestling skills may translate to football." Good Lord, he's going to body slam people. I'm grateful to Coach Sean McDermott, General Manager Brandon Beane, and the Buffalo Bills organization for giving me this opportunity. Stevenson is 6'1", 275 pounds, your defensive lineman height-wise, but we have seen shorter players excel in the past if they are quick enough and have good enough technique. The technique aspect may take a while, though wrestling maneuvers do map somewhat well to the type of hand fighting and other moves that defensive linemen have to use. And Stevenson likely has the ability to use his legs and body to create leverage and move other people where he wants them to go. There better be some NFL rules, no wrestling holds. Sorry. If he can become even a rotational contributor, that's a win for both him and the Bills, even if it's a long shot. There is a little downside to taking a stab on a player with an interesting athletic background, though. And we will talk about that as well. Yes. Okay. In other Little sports news, which is what we cover, and we're glad of it. After the Detroit Lions enjoyed their most successful season in decades in 2023, it felt inevitable that the organization would lose one of its top assets in offensive coordinator Ben Johnson this offseason. The 38-year-old was among the hottest head coaching candidates in the league coming into this latest hiring cycle, thanks to the work that he was able to do with the Lions offense over the past few years. And it seemed like he'd have his pick of the litter of jobs. Well, despite talking to the Seahawks, the Commanders, Johnson elected to pull himself out of the running for those jobs and remain as offensive coordinator with the Lions for 2024. Johnson told reporters from the Lions OTAs, "When it boils down to it, I wanted the sunshine a bit longer," quote, end quote. Referencing his desire to continue building with Detroit. Further quotation. "That's really what it comes down to for me. I like the sunshine. I like what we've built up here, starting with ownership, the head coach, the GM on down. We have a great group of guys in the locker room, and I want to reap the rewards with them a little bit longer," end quote. On top of wanting to help push the Lions over the top, Johnson was candid about the realities of becoming the head coach in the NFL and the short shelf life that must have. Again, quoting. "Something that really resonates with me is, okay, 8 openings this past year. What would set the over-under in 3 years? How many still have jobs?" he asked. "Shoot, I'd put the over-under at 4.5. I would say there's a good chance 5 of them are out of jobs in 3 years." Quoting more. "When I look at it from that perspective, if I get the opportunity to go down that road, it's about how do I get to that second contract? How do I set myself up? The stars need to align. I'm not going to do it just to do it. I love what I'm doing right now. Love it. I love where I'm at. My family loves where we're at. Love the people that we're doing it with. So I'm not willing to go down the other path just yet, unless I feel really good about how it's going to unfold," end quote. So what would the ideal circumstance be for Johnson to make that leap? Quote, "It's ownership, it's staff. It's my vision of how I can make it work with how I know I am," end quote. Part of me, quoting, "I love play calling. If I took a head coaching job, I would want to be a play calling head coach." Well, there's a limit to how much time there is during a week. So what's it going to look like Monday through Sunday in that regard? Just want to make sure everything's nailed down. Listen, there's an adjustment period for every person that takes that job, end quote. Johnson also added that the longer he stays in the coordinator role, he believes it'll help him when he does make that transition to becoming a head coach. And it wouldn't be surprising if it came as soon as next offseason if the right situation comes along. Ooh, dicey, is it not? Yes, it is. Yes. Okay, we are at 10:52, 47 seconds. Holla freaking Luya. We're getting done. We're going to take another 30 minutes so we can get the official hour of power and prestige. Okay, so the Rubber Chicken Award isn't much, but hey, we earned it. Anywho, any seemingly fashionable show. Excuse me, the allergies. That must be it. I know I forgot some garbage sacks, big ones. But as I say, for the moment and a third, you do with what you want to do with. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's go to it. Boom. Okay, let's give you what we should give you, and that is a wrestling update. Frankly, the SmackDown results. SmackDown was live. AJ Styles and the OC have Rhodes in their crosshairs. And let's just get going to it, okay? The Bloodline defeated Street Profits via pinfall after Tonga hit forward with a jumping reverse STO. That was pretty good. What else happened on SmackDown, you may ask? Cutting through the BS, as we always do. Nia Jax was coronated as Queen of the Ring. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Austin Theory via pinfall with a roll-up. They're going to treat him as, you guessed it, Bozo. That's right. He's going to be, what do they call him in wrestling? I keep forgetting. He was once Vince McMahon's pet project, and then all of a sudden Vince got his own little pet project, if you know what I mean. I think you do. So Austin Theory has become a jobber. Thank you. Yay. Naomi and Blair Davenport had a verbal confrontation in SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis's office. LA Knight called out Logan Paul for a United States Championship match. Yawn. Andrade defeated Apollo Crews via pinfall. And Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defeated Bayley and Naomi via pinfall. Oh, Charlie Wally Whoop Whoops. Okay. Let's get over to the golf before we do some entertainment news. And then, yes, we give you some scores. Yes, we want to give you scores. Why do we want to give you scores? So you can have a complete show. Yes. Okay. The 2024 RBC Canadian Open has begun. And let's go to the leaderboard. Again, cutting the BS out. We have a tie at first between Robert McIntyre and Ryan Fox at -10. In third, Joel Dahlman, -8. We have a tie for fourth between Mackenzie Hughes, Andrew Novak, and David Skeens at -7. We have a tie for seventh between Trace Crow, Sean O'Hare, and Sam Burns at -6. And a tie in 10th between Nick Hardy, Zach Blair, and Ben Griffin as the Beaver at -5. So that was the second round of coverage. You can catch the Canadian Open RBC on, I do believe, CBS. Was okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's baseball. Thank you. All right, let's just. Ooh, okay, well. More NBA news. Troy Reaver. Let's try that again, shall we? I think I spoke Mandarin Kuzbanian. Troy Reaver. I'm part cat, okay? I miss Uno. Troy Weaver is out as a general manager of the Detroit Pistons, according to the Athletics' Shams Charania and James Edwards III. This news comes 8 days after ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported that Trajan Langdon would leave the New Orleans Pelicans front office to become the new Piston president of basketball operations. Detroit hired Weaver away from the Oklahoma City Thunder in the summer of 2020. Since then, the franchise has added significant talent through the draft: Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duran, and Ostar Thompson. Give them an interesting young core, but the front office's efforts to improve the team, signing Jeremy Grant, Mason Plumlee, trading for Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burns, never paid off. In the 2020 offseason, Weaver memorably told reporters, "I love bigs." For the entirety of his tenure, there was something of a logjam in the front court. While Duran looked like an excellent complement to Cunningham, and Isaiah Stewart represents perfectly good value for a mid-first round pick, Detroit's acquisition of James Wiseman and Marvin Bagley III, who was salary dumped halfway through his 3-year, $37.5 million contract it gave him, were far less successful. Now, in Cunningham, Ivy, and Thompson, Langdon is inheriting a roster with three high ceiling guards, 22 years old or younger. The 23-year-old Marcus Sasser, acquired in a draft day trade last year, had an encouraging rookie season, too. The less said about Killian Hayes, the better. Marcus Sasser acquired it. Oh, I've already said that. So we'll just note that the Pistons drafted him number 7 in 2020, and he is no longer in the NBA. All in favor say hallelujah. Okay, Detroit is in serious talks to hire executive Michael Blackstone to be the second in command under Langdon. Blackstone, currently New Orleans vice president of basketball ops, has worked with Langdon for the past 4 seasons. A reuniting of the minds? Possibly. Pistons owner Tom Goris has told Langdon that money is no object. What? Money is no object? Somebody call the fifth ward, see if they have an escaped lunatic. When it comes to making changes to the front office and the coaching staff, according to the Athletic, last offseason, Detroit hired coach Monty Williams on a 6-year, $78.5 million deal. The Pistons this past season went 14-68, the worst record in the league. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, we got tomorrow. We got the big NBA Finals game. I am going to make a prediction for Game 1. Both teams are level. They got good talent. And that's what you got to have. You got to have that talent to make the finals a wonderful thing of viewing a wonderful thing of viewing beauty if you are a sports fan. And they got 2 classic teams, Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks, both run by guys that truly love to be the face of something, like their team. Of course, one I speak of, Mark Cuban for the Mavericks. The Celtics have tradition with them. They have the most NBA titles. And of course, they had a flamboyant coach, Red Auerbach, who loved lighting those victory cigars. He's probably still waiting for him. And of course, let's not forget Donnie Most's father, Johnny Most, the radio voice, the late great Johnny Most, the late great radio voice of the Boston Celtics, who, whenever the Pistons played the Celtics, proved that he was the ultimate homer. Not Simpson, but basketball homer. I mean, he gave opponents the business. He was good at his craft. There is no one better. Anyway, we continue. Why do we continue? Because we do, okay? So with this, the first game, I'm going to give the edge, a slight edge to the Celtics, but watch out for the Luka factor. Because if Boston makes a mistake, makes an error in either the third quarter or the fourth quarter or in the entire game, Luka's going to grab it and he's going to take the Mavericks to an upset win in the first game of the finals. If Boston plays it straight and plays it with the luck of the leprechaun, I'd look for the Celtics to win in 5 games. No full plate. It's going to be 5. It's going to be a 5 to 6 game series. It's on ABC. Please enjoy. And it starts Saturday, I do believe, tomorrow night, right here on ABC. Here we don't have a network. We are our own network. Okay. Yay. See what we got here. Another NBA report before we go straight to some entertainment news and a few other things. LeBron James's free agencies tend to be seismic events. His 2010 decision,
Straight-laced capital D.
to leave the Cavs for the Heat changed the balance of power between players and teams forever. His 2014 decision to return to the Cavs set up one of the most memorable championships the NBA has ever seen in 2016. His 2018 choice to depart Cleveland and head west to play for the Lakers resurrected a franchise that was about to go straight into the toilet. Now, for the first time since 2018, James has the ability to become a free agent again. Yippee. It's not a guarantee that he will, though. James has a $51.4 million player option with the Lakers that he can choose to accept or decline by June 29th. Should he decline it, he's the open market. So where could James go to play this coming season? How much money can he earn? Well, how much money can he make? First things first, no matter where James signs, he can only agree to a contract that lasts 3 total seasons. This is because of the over 38 rule, a CBA safeguard against teams playing older players after they retire as a form of cap circumvention. James is 39, so he meets the age requirement to trigger that rule. The most lucrative contract James can sign this offseason would come in the form of an opt-in and eventual extension, most likely with the Lakers, but potentially with another team through a trade. And that deal would start at his option number, which is roughly $51.4 million, and that included 8% annual raises for the 2025-26, 26-27 season. The total figure would be a little bit over $164 million. Now, there are two important notes to remember on this format, though. First, James cannot sign it until August 18th, the 2-year anniversary of his last extension. The second is that James would not be eligible for no-trade clauses, and no-trade clauses cannot be added to existing contracts, only included in new ones. If either of these things are deal breakers for James, he can simply choose to opt out and sign a new contract with the Lakers pronto. Such a deal would be slightly less expensive for the Lakers because his 24-25 salary would have to be slightly cheaper rather than getting the built-in 8% raise he had in his last deal. James would only be able to get a 5% to reflect his maximum salary on the open market. Therefore, his starting salary would be a shade lower than $50 million, and then include 8% raises annually after that. The total figure here would just be under $162 million. And we do have to consider finally what a contract might look like if he were to find a new team in free agency. The format here would be similar to the one that he's already knows. James would be eligible for a 5% raise on his previous salary at his maximum starting point on such a deal, but could then only receive 5% raises moving forward. The total figure here would come in at roughly $157 million. Now, what teams could be interested in? Well, there are the Detroit Pistons. Now, let's go ahead and assume that James isn't interested in playing in Detroit. Who is? The other team that meets cap space criteria, Philadelphia 76ers. However, if James is interested in Philadelphia, Philadelphia has been linked far more frequently to Paul George. Now, 8 other teams have relatively clear paths to create cap space. The Hornets, Raptors, and Jazz aren't desirable destinations. The Magic and Spurs both present intriguing basketball situations, but are both so young that winning now might not be realistic. And then there are the Oklahoma City Thunder, looking currently at roughly $35 million in space. They could approach James's max salary by offloading Josh Giddey and Kendrick Williams, which would likely be fairly doable. James has expressed admiration for Thunder general manager Sam Presti in the past, and Oklahoma City has so many draft picks at its disposal that drafting Bronny James would be a straightforward matter. For now, it seems unlikely James would want to finish his career in a market like Oklahoma City. So wherever he goes, if he goes, good luck. And good God, stay where you're at, for crying out loud. Okay, it's time now for entertainment update, and then we say au revoir to all of you with our scores. Okay, the big news in the entertainment here in Jackson, Michigan, one of the most anticipated traditions in the city of Jackson will not occur this year. The annual Jackson County Rose Parade will not be happening this weekend. It was originally set for Sunday, June 2nd. Store owners and community members were upset with the cancellation. James Shotwell, owner of Miller's Shoe Store in Jackson, said, quote, "I was disappointed. The Rose Parade's been an event in Jackson for a number of years. We worked hard enough through different organizations in the country to sponsor many rose beds." End quote. The Rose Parade president, Jim Francis, said there was a lack of entries for parade participants, half as many as there were last year. Quote, "We had complaints on our social media that the parade was too short and people didn't want to come down for such a small parade," said Francis. "We set a goal and we weren't able to reach it this year." The parade was supposed to take place behind Michigan Avenue in Jackson, but as of last week, they only had 33 entries. In past years, they've had upwards of 100, including floats, bands, grand marshal, and even a Rose Queen. Francis said the lack of participation can be blamed on COVID-19. Now, even though the community nicknamed the Rose City is disappointed in the parade's cancellation, Shotwell believes next year the parade will happen. Quote, "In 2025, the Rose Parade will come back stronger and better for Jackson, and I look forward to the event next year," end quote. The parade can go on next year with more support from the community and more businesses signing up to be in it. And that is, of course, their little commentary. And remember a while back, we were mentioning on this show and probably other streams, the favorite theme of all favorite TV themes, beans and cornbread, beans and cornbread. That's right, that was the theme to the hit TBS show Dinner and a Movie. Well, guess what, kiddies? Dinner and a Movie, we welcome you back where you belong, but with a twist. The new hosts are going to be husband and wife. Jenny Mullins and Jason Biggs' next date night will likely capture more attention than usual. The actors' husband and wife on Saturday will attempt to revive a cable TV mainstay for decidedly new purposes. When Dinner and a Movie debuted on TBS in 95, it did so in an era when cable had yet to gain its fullest traction. A male and female duo gabbed and quibbled about the movies such as Breakfast Club or Fargo and scarfed up gourmet snacks before throwing to a commercial. In return, executives hoped that viewers would stick around. Hi, thank you. Would stick around longer than they might otherwise. In 2024, Warner Brothers Discovery, TBS's corporate parent, wants to use a retooled version of that show, off the air since 2011, to throw a spotlight on everything from the company's movies to the chefs from its Food Network. When Biggs and Mullen watch Aquaman, they will do so accompanied by a seafood extravaganza created by a popular Food Network personality, says Karen Bronzo, Chief Global Marketing Officer of U.S. Networks and News at Warner Brothers Discovery. When it's time for the company's annual Shark Week to roll around, the duo will watch the 2018 film The Meg, about a monster shark. The show gives viewers something more to sink their teeth into. Oh, dear God, why now? As such, there's a lot of what's made dinner so digestible in the past, and maybe some other treats because of their show business background. Biggs is best known for his role in the American Pie franchise and the Netflix series Orange is the New Black, while Mullen has done films, written books, and even filled in on Live with Regis and Mark. This pair may bring extras to the dinner feast. Paul Gilmartin was one of the original hosts, along with Annabelle Gurwitch and Chef Claude Mann. and stayed with dinner until the kitchen closed for good. He said the program took on a life of all its own with viewers. That's largely because the team was left alone to shape the show without much interference. He and Gerwich made sure they were commenting on the exact scene viewers saw just before the break and spent hours figuring out jokes and sketches that might require a fast trip to a clothing store as the team waited for the food to look just right. So, hey, there you go. So, good luck. Good luck to all. Hey, folks, guess what? We're at 59:38. We do have one thing we must do, and that is give you the scores. Would you like the scores? I hope you do, because we're going to bring them to you. We're going to bring you livescore.com. Okay, let's go to it, kiddies. I know. We've hit the hour mark. Big deal. We're at 11:15, we're at 11:15 in the East. Let's just give it to you right here, right now. The round of 16 in soccer, that hasn't been dotazoid yet for the Euro 2024, so I don't know why they posted up here. Group B in Copa America. Well, let's see. Do we have scores or not? No, we don't. Oh, jolly wally boo-boo. Okay, so, yeah, we got today. Today's not Saturday. Today's not even June. Can we get over to where we're supposed to be? Thank you. The 31st of May. There we are. Hallelujah. Okay, in MLS action, New York City Football Club beat the San Jose Earthquakes 5-1. Money. Okay, have we got any others? Okay, well, in that case, Pafui. No, we can't Pafui. We got to see if there's there was some MLS action to be handled tonight. I know I said we'd go over time, and we're going over. Okay, thank you guys. We're going over. We might go to 11:20. Okay, just keep your freaking shirts on, people. Especially you behind the camera. Okay, let's see. Do we have any MLS? Oh, yeah, we do. Good. Here's some MLS Next Pro scores. Chicago Fire defeated Toronto 4-1. Crown Legacy defeated Atlanta United 1-0. Ventura County defeated Tacoma 2-1. Or actually, he's leading Tacoma 2-1, 52nd minute. And in the 44th minute, Portland and Houston are tied at 1. Ooh, we got some big stuff here. Okay, let's give it to you. In USL League numero 12, Utah defeated Salt Lake 1-0. Western Mass defeated Black Rock 5-0. West Virginia over Tobacco Road 2-1. Thunder Bay over Bavarian 4-2. In the NPSL East Region Mid-Atlantic Conference, Frederick over Virginia Beach 3-0. In the East Region North Atlantic Conference, Kingston Stockade and the New York Shockers are yet to play. So too in the Midwest Region Gateway Conference, California, St. Louis, and Kansas City, not yet started. Wisconsin and Sunflower State, not yet started. In the Midwest region, Great Lakes Conference, Akron and Steel City, not yet started. USL Women's League Metro Division, Manhattan and Westchester ended up in a 3-3 tie. All the others from the USLW League, Mountain Division, and the Northwest Division, their teams haven't gone yet. Albion taking on, in the Mountain Division, Albion taking on Northern Colorado. And in the Northwest Division, Capital taking on Ole Town and Lane United taking on Tacoma. In the South Central Division, Birmingham and Southern Soccer Academy 2-2, final score. Tennessee over Greenville 3-1. And Chattanooga against Athens 9-0. Dear Lord, they even show up. Okay, we're coming to that moment where I question sanity. Let's go to the hockey. No games tonight. Pity. And WNBA regular season. No games scheduled. Uh, I said, excuse me, folks. Uh, we're in May 31st. Thank you. Ish. I swear you, we try ourselves to bring you the best. Here we go. WNBA regular season action. All but one game is final. Atlanta beat Las Vegas 78-74. Connecticut beat Dallas 74-72. New York beat Washington 90-79. And the fourth quarter, Minnesota leads Phoenix 89-65. Now, if anyone doesn't have a damn thing to say about it, notice I did say damn. Okay. Stanley Cup playoffs. Friday, Edmonton defeated Dallas by a score of 3-1, and in the AHL playoff, Coachella leads Milwaukee 2-1 in the second period. And guess what, folks? I know, a little disappointed, but hey, we got one more scoreboard to fulfill us, and that is for baseball fanatics everywhere. Sorry, we don't have any moments for the minor league, but we're going to make it up to you on Monday, okay? We've already done the golf. Okay, Major League Baseball, we got 3 games still up and going. Bottom of the 5th inning, Seattle over the Angels 3-0. Also bottom of the 5th, Colorado over the Dodgers 4-0. Also in the bottom of the 4th, it is the Yankees over San Francisco 3-1. Final scores, Cincinnati over the Chicago Cubs 5-4. Philadelphia over St. Louis 4-2. Baltimore over Tampa Bay 3-1. Final in 14, Toronto over Pittsburgh 5-3. Cleveland over Washington 7-1. Mets over the Diamondbacks 10-9. Boston over Detroit 7-3. Miami over Texas 8-2. Atlanta over the Athletics 4-2. Minnesota over Houston 6-0. San Diego over Kansas City 11-8. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, frogs, hogs, and everyone else, Milwaukee over the White Sox 12-5. Edmonton beat Dallas 3-1 in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. They lead that series 3-2. And we've already done the MLS scores and the other scores. Folks, that's it for us. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. We'll talk to you Saturday night at 10 o'clock. So thanks, everybody. For our producer, the fabulous wizard named Matthew Nichols. For Jay the Brain Man, our associate director, and everyone involved in this little in this little pre-made whatchamacallit that we like to call a sports and entertainment show. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. I ain't better in black. I'm better in green. Folks, we'll be back tomorrow, same freaking time, 10 o'clock. If we're late, we'll let you know. You'll love the new electronic board. It's pretty good. If I don't say so myself, which I do, or if I do say so myself, which I do, either way. We got it all right here. We'll see you tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, hopefully. Till then, for all of those I have mentioned and for all of those that are still behind the scenes, thanks everybody for watching from the Tom O'Neill Memorial Broadcast Studios here inside the Park Forest, our apartment complex in Jackson, Michigan. On the Desi Lou Productions microphone, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the fine folks at the L2C Media Network and shown on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Have fun. Good night. Bye.